sold a lot of books, good stories. I'm still on one right now. I'm still reading. I ain't even get past the, you know. We'll get into that later. But we in the building right now, JohnYummy.com. This is what it is. Shout out to the whole Skrilla squad. What it is, man. So, since we got the camera on him, brother, we got the camera on him. He's in the building. Jump on that chat, people. Talk to me. We here right now, JohnYummy.com. This is what it is. J.M. Benjamin is in the building. Talk to that mic. Let me know if that's working.
Touch.
Some volume form right there, brother, man.
We're in the building with DJ Alamo in the building.
There we go. There we go.
www.JohnYummy.com.
That's what's up, man. So, let's get right on into it. You know, I was introduced to you at the cookout. Told me a lot about you. And, you know, for some people that do know, he broke it down for me. He broke it down, everything that you're doing, that you've done. And now it's to the point where you're here, and I appreciate you here. And now I want to know more about who you are and what you do. And let the world and some people that don't know or that do know, I'm going to dig into your life a little bit more. So in the meantime, turn this music down and let you introduce yourself. And you know what I'm saying, give the full ring real quick. You ready?
True.
Let's go.
What's good, Jersey? All the followers, all the listeners. This is J.M. Benjamin, Essence best-selling Black Expressions author, also an award-winning author. But prior to that, I was just merely a kid from the projects in Plainfield, New Jersey, where society had deemed that I either spend the rest of my life in prison or die in the streets. So what I continue to do is beat the odds and change the statistics. That's why I'm here this evening, conveying to the listeners who have their children, you know, up under them, or who they would like to convey this message to their children. Basically showing that it's never too late, you know, showing the power of change and things of that nature, man. Gated system over 12 years of my life between state and federal. Found that I had a love and passion and a talent in writing. When I was in federal prison, started, you know, penning some journals, ultimately became manuscripts. A manuscript I submitted, got accepted, got picked up, publishing company out of New York. He put me on. My first book came out 4 months before I was released from federal prison. You know, from there when I came out, man, just a host of accolades and doors opening and, you know, windows flying up, man. And it's just been an upward hill battle ever since then. And through my literary accomplishments, man, I've used that to reach back out to our youth, you know, to ex-offenders, and just those who are trying to overcome some form of adversity or struggle or addiction, you know, just things of that nature, man.
So what was the first book that you put out?
Well, the first book that came out under a publishing company, because it's two separate things. I'm a publisher now, you know, getting that elevation.
Nice.
First book that put me on the map, man, was Down in the Dirty. Serious joint about dudes from up north going down south hustling, and chicks setting them up and robbing them for their money, until one of the women start to fall in love with one of the dudes she's supposed to set up and rob. What happened was Wendy Williams read the book, man, when she was on WBLS, and she chose it for the book of the month, and I went on her show, man, when her and Charlamagne was on the air.
Okay.
And, you know, people heard my story, man.
After that.
Definitely, man, books flying off the shelves, you know, again, like I said, all types of accolades and things of that nature. And, you know, me just, you know, embracing a humbling experience, man, and taking it and using it, man, turning a negative situation into a positive opportunity, definitely.
And that's real. Like, so how long have you been since you got out? How long has it been? How many books have you dropped in this time?
Well, as to date, man, myself, I have about 9 novels out, contributed to about 4 anthologies, published about another 7 or 8 other authors, and got a slew of writers, aspiring writers, waiting to become authors, just waiting on my camp, you know, my company to put them on, man.
Right. Alright, so for you, did you think that you was gonna do all this just from writing that first one book? Did you think it was gonna catapult the way it did?
Nah, man, it wasn't even about me getting published, man. It was
Right.
it was this Caucasian lady, man, 60 plus years old, that believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. She suggested that I keep a journal and write some things about my life, man, as a form of therapy, you know, to just discover, you know, again, discover some things about myself and try to figure out why I was so angry according to her.
Right.
And, you know, my writings wind up becoming, you know, something that dudes inside the prison felt that was just as equal, if not better, than some of the urban lit books that they were reading, you know, fiction. You know, my reality, you know, stood up to their fiction, man.
Right.
You know, so now definitely, even when the first book came out, you know, I just thought like, okay, I got a book. I've done something positive. If I breathe my last breath, man, today, man, you know, my mom's, my children, I have something to be proud of me for. That, you know, I was able to come home with a new product, man, a different product. You know.
So you come home to, you know, maybe 4 months before the book dropped. Or was
4 months after.
Okay, you came home 4 months after the book dropped. What was that process like for you? Coming out, and then knowing that you have this book out, and then it's starting to blow up for you. And I'm just assuming that's how it was going. So, you know, explain to the people what that transition was like from coming home and then getting into all of that, and, you know, all the accolades and things start to come to you. You know what I'm saying? How did you handle that?
Well, again, I mean, you used the best word, transition, man. It was kind of like a double-edged sword for me, because here it is, I was gone for a great amount of time, you know, and walking into not a job, but a career and a profession, man. And here it is, coming home having responsibilities as far as a book tour, you know what I mean? Hearing that, you know, I would be going on a tour, man, of like 100 book signings, man, throughout this various cities and states. Meanwhile, just coming home, man, you know, wanting to be a son and a father, and trying to get my feet planted as a man, you know, having to deal with the things, you know, in my city, man. You know, the question is it real? You know, has he really changed? Is that just a front? I don't believe him. You know, the congratulators, the haters, you know, just touring, man, and meeting people, you know, give you something that was very inspiring to me. I came home during a time where one of the historical African American book fairs take place in Harlem, at the Harlem Book Fair.
Okay.
And I remember once speaking with my publisher, where she was saying that, you know, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna sell books, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna bang hundreds of books, and she was like, nah, just relax. I'll be happy if you just sell a case.
Right.
And I'm like, it's only like 30-something books in the case.
You gonna get that off.
You know what I mean? And she like, nah, you know, that's cool. But in my mind, I'm saying, like, I was so
move that work.
I'm a product, like, is you serious? And I was out there, man, and, you know, these sisters walked past, and this one young lady said, oh yeah, I read that book right there, Down in the Dirty, that book go hard. So I said, oh, you read that? She was like, yeah. I said, I wrote that. She was like, you didn't write that, J.M. Benjamin wrote that.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, I'm J.M. Benjamin.
Man.
And she went crazy, man, jumped on me, hugging me, screaming, oh my God, I love that book. And that right there, man, that was like an eye-opener, like, oh, this is real. This is real. You know what I mean? Just so many stories.